Good morning, everybody. Rector Arundel here. It is Monday, December 30, 2019, almost the end of 2019. And a lot has happened this year. A lot. In fact, it's been over 3 months since my last video. And that's because a lot has been going on in my personal life as well as my work life. We won't talk about work because this channel had nothing to do with my occupation. But I will say one of the biggest things that's changed in the last month, essentially, is I completely gave up sexuality altogether. Um, I'm reading a book right now. It's actually a series of books called Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one of the parts. It's actually 30 different books, and they're each about, I don't know, 300 pages. So it's a lot to read, and I am about 3/4 of the way through the fifth one. So I got 25 books to go after this one. But basically, this book is along the same lines as the Bhagavad Gita, as it is. It's helping me to reaffirm my faith. And, this channel is mostly for me to watch over time how I've changed and grown, hopefully, and not gone backwards. The old Baptists used to use a term called backslidden, but it was always used to make you feel guilty. They said if you're not closer to God today than you were yesterday, then you're backslidden. Well, doesn't that sound like guilt? Sounds like guilt to me. And the funny thing about this journey that I've been on is Baptists, Christians, etc., they taught me some interesting things growing up, and they made me not like religion. They made me not believe in religion, and I drifted away, far away. Became a medical doctor. I'm sorry, that's not quite true. Medical means I went to medical school. I went to optometry school. I became an optometric doctor. I was fully immersed in Maya, or the material world, material sense pleasures, and I've been lost in Maya ever since, just like most people. And I eventually discovered that it was miserable. So I take this to be a wonderful blessing from God. Maya is a blessing. It guarantees failure and unhappiness until you realize that Maya is here to make us suffer in order to get closer to God again. So, luckily for me, I discovered around age 34, 33 that I did not want to be a doctor anymore, and that it was miserable, and finding relief in sense pleasures was not the key. So I found religion again. And I've been dabbling in different spiritual endeavors ever since, like breatharianism and Hinduism and Buddhism and all these other things. Speaking of which, I have written a book now. It includes energy manipulation, techniques I learned from the breatharian class that I took, as well as nuggets and tidbits from different religion backgrounds as to why these rules. Heater off, that's right. Why these rules that we know of, that no one likes, why they existed in the first place. They always feel like oppression, don't they? They feel like you can't do this because of this. Well, I should rephrase that. They never give you because. That's the worst part about religion historically. They give you parables, they give you semantics, they give you rules, but they don't tell you the whys. So my book is intended to give you some whys. Now, this video is also going to give you some whys. Again, my faith has grown stronger and stronger over the last 3 months, and I gave up sexuality completely a month ago because I realized that of all the things that were making me attached to the world, to materialism, that was one of the biggest things. So I gave it up completely. I did not cheat. I have not done any sexual activity in over a month. And, it's very popular online called NoFap. But no one really tells you what it does. My book, yeah. When it comes out, everyone can get a free copy. I'm still finishing a couple things. But it's basically ready to publish. I'm just waiting for some feedback from a couple people who are reading it. But in my book, as well as online, you'll find that holding back your sexuality will give you a lot of extra energy. And energy is the name of the game. Saving your energy, holding on to your energy, and using it productively. Not reproductively, but productively. Because you can change your reality by how much energy you have. And you can attract things into your life by tuning your energy to that effect. That's not what this video is about. Anyway, I have more energy now. I have a lot of positives from holding back. So that's a positive thing. Let's talk about the basics why I have come to these new realizations. I've begun doing meditations, as you have noticed. My first meditation, I wasn't proud of, super happy with. It did work in the point that it connects you to God, it charges you with energy, and makes you feel the energy in your body, which is my main goal. I want people to understand that this is not make believe, it's not made up. There actually is a thing called energy, and you can feel tangibly in your body. Now, my book is all about that. But I have since changed my meditations. I've realized that prana, which is energy, is intelligent. So you don't have to charge certain parts of your body in order to put prana there. It does help put prana there, but prana is so smart that if you charge your body with breatharian exercises, the prana will go where it is needed. That is the beauty of it. It is intelligent, it's smart. So for now on, when I do meditations, I'm going to be doing something that's more important to me, not charging different chakras, but just charging your entire being, your soul, your spirit body, your light body. There's lots of words for it. Um, when you charge your body with prana, with the energy of God and Kundalini, you basically have a higher connection to the spiritual realm, and you are putting to sleep the other parts of your being, the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body. You're relaxing all those things and letting energy flow through smoothly and untainted. So basically, that's your karma. Your karma is your experiences and how you think things are going to turn out. So you have all these thoughts going on in your mind about something you're going to experience. You don't know how to expect. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how. I'm sorry. My daughter distracts me and I have to recap. So, your chakras, energy centers in your body, they get tainted by your experiences. You think something turned out negatively in the past, so it's always going to turn out that way in the future. That is karma. That is the ego. That is the mind tainting your experience, tainting your reality. Because think about this: if you wake up in a bad mood, you're going to be in a bad mood for as long as you choose to be, and you're also going to make those around you either not want to be around you or in a bad mood as well. So you can wake up in a bad mood, decide to be in a good mood, be in a good mood, make your whole day better, and make everyone around you better as well. And it's all a choice. So karma is basically letting your previous experiences determine how you're going to experience your reality from now on. So these breathing exercises, building your body up with prana and clearing all of your experiences, basically is burning karma away slowly, 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 letting energy flow through you purely, and you can change your environment to the better. Now, again, I'm going to begin doing more meditations with the goal of feeling the energy and connecting to God. In the past, I was trying to be universal and not say anything about God specifically because I wanted to include as many people as possible, but I'm finding that more and more difficult to do because I believe that that is the whole point. So you'll probably find my videos um, talking about God more than they used to. And if that makes some of you go away, then I am sorry about that. But I do believe that my current path is to continue on that particular road and connect to God better to serve God. So we're going to be doing that. Um, yes, let's talk about the one big realization I had. I should say two big realizations. First of all, this newest meditation I put up yesterday. Um, in that meditation, you are still charging different chakras and you're breathing. But I have had two big realizations after those meditations. I did the meditations a few times, but that over the last few days doing those meditations, afterward, I've had some big realizations. Sometimes it's taken a couple hours, sometimes it's taken a day or two, but something clicked, something big clicked. And one of the things that clicked is Maya, which is, this material universe. Maya means not this, but it doesn't mean that this doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that it's fake. It means that it's here for the purpose of making us suffer enough to look for something deeper, which means look for God again. So, in Maya, we as souls exist in a body that was given to us for a certain type of suffering. I know this sounds a little crazy, but bear with me for a second. Let's just say you're a dog. You're a dog and you like to eat meat. and you love it so much that you just eat a lot more than you should and you become really, really fat. Well, you're telling the universe that you like to eat meat so much that in your next life you want to try even more. So maybe in your next life you come back as a tiger because that's all you can eat as a cat. You are purely carnivore, all you can eat is meat. So that began making me ask myself, why am I here in this human body right now? Yes. And there are lots of reasons for why I am here in this body right now. But number one, my actions in the past have made me lucky enough to be in a human body. Okay, so I am in a human body for the main reason of self-realization. As humans, we are the only being on earth that can actually achieve God realization, self-realization, enlightenment that we know of. And obviously, I'm going to talk more about realization and enlightenment on a deeper level later. But this body is designed to experience certain things more strongly and more ably than other types of bodies. So let's talk about emotions. All animals feel emotion. They feel pain of being abandoned. Yes. So humans feel those emotions more so than animals do. As a human, if my mother doesn't comfort me as a child, it may make me a certain individual experience of personality the rest of my life. If my mother doesn't calm me down as a child, I may very well develop eating disorders, drug disorders, sleeping disorders, relationship disorders, all these things because we're feeling it more strongly as a human than we could as an animal. So, what does this mean? It means that our goal on Earth is to find things that we enjoy the most, physical things that we enjoy the most, and deprive ourselves of those physical things to the point that we are unhappy, because that is the natural state of life in the material world. We are supposed to find God again. So, you have to deprive yourself of the things that you enjoy to the point that you're unhappy, and then you have to realize that the only cure for unhappiness is finding God again. So they call it sacrifice, tapasya. Once you sacrifice the things that you really enjoy for the purpose of finding God, God hears you and enlightens you, essentially. So this might be a little deep for YouTube, but it's not going to change. This is the realization that I found. So I gave up sexuality because I enjoyed it. Now I don't think about it anymore. I found myself naturally drawn to breatharianism, and I didn't know why. Well, the reason it didn't work out last time I was doing it for a month was because I was doing it purely for looks. I was trying to lose weight. I was trying to become more attractive. Well, that is just Maya again. That is illusory energy manipulating your mind for the wrong purpose. The purpose of breatharianism is to give up something that you don't need anymore. So, I am going to now continue to give up food as much as I can. Really, you should only do sense enjoyments as much as necessary to survive. You shouldn't eat dessert unless that's all there is to eat. So basically, I'm going to try to deprive my sense of flavor, because that is a sense enjoyment that I indulge in too much. I eat pizza all the time. I eat tacos, etc., cake and cookies and ice cream. So I'm going to go back to depriving myself in the spirit of sacrifice. We want to sacrifice our sense pleasures to God so that God will hear us and enlighten us. So I'm giving up a lot of food. I've already given up sexuality. And I'm going to try to give up alcohol as well. And I think the key really is making these promises to God and not to the universe. Last time I made a promise to YouTube, well, that wasn't strong enough. I have to make a promise to God. So I did that last night. So, kind of bold for me to put this on YouTube, but there you go. New promises to myself and to God, and we'll see how my life changes on the way. There's so much to share with you and not much time because this video is already 14 and a half minutes long. Sorry for the length of the videos, it's just so much to put out there. So, big changes. The book will be coming out soon. If you guys want to talk about any of these ideas, positives, negatives, how to do things, how to become breatharian, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Later.